Well, this is a little bit of an issue because I actually don't have enough room between centres, because the drawbar is that long, which gives me about inch and a bit. I don't have. I'm just wondering, a quick trial on something here. Just how much room, if any, I've got. I'll put that one there and put my shorter one in. I might just have enough room. I will need to play with my cutter, because that currently won't do the job. So I'm going to have a bit of a play with this. But I think I might just have enough room by doing that. Ho hum. So that's everything, is as far back as it will possibly go now. And that's now tight. Right. Let's put that out of the way. And let's see if we can actually get anywhere. Cheers. I was trying a bit of playing around earlier. Let me see. I think I might need to try using something I haven't used for many years. Right, so what I'm going to do, I think, I'm going to take down this end to nominal ½ inch, and that's about the length of thread I need, so that's okay. And then I'll set the steady up, and I'll take the rest down using the steady. Yeah, some interesting. I'm trying to explain to my other half why I need a bigger lathe. She doesn't quite believe me, but I do. Right. $18.20 X 18.2, enter. Just double check that. Yeah. take that down to 12.7. Turn that round to where it should be. Right, 12.7. Let's see about getting this in place. Okay. Right, I'm just going to set this up now. I'll come back to you in a couple of minutes. Well, that's running a little better now. It's slackened off. So I've now got that not tight, but it's touching. I must admit I can't remember the last time I've used this steady rest. It's not a regular occurrence. And it's running at 660 RPM. Slow feed because I'm taking a cut on the hex. WMG tip tool. I'm using a general lubricant on this rather than cutting fluid. So I'm not using it for cutting, I'm using it to lubricate the bronze fingers. If I can get 95% of this cut using the travelling steady, the last bit near the cut jaws I'm sure won't be an issue. The vibration on this, there's a little bit, because it's cutting through the hex, is actually slightly loosening off the fingers. I suppose I could tighten them up, because you've got grub screws in the back there. I'll do that on the last cut, but I think on these ones I'll just leave it as is and tab it up as I need to. Right, let's have a quick look at size, because obviously my original plan and setting this off against that and then setting the DRO hasn't worked, because I've now shifted everything around and used the compound slide, which is set at about 8 degrees, so that is completely up the wall. So let's give that a quick measure and see what we are cutting at. $16.58. So X is now 16.58, and now I can use the in-feed, as that is running just slightly ahead of the bronze fingers. Let's take that down to 15. Along a little bit. Give this a squirt of lubricant. You can go over here, I should, with a bit of luck. Squirt of meat cut. I'm getting close to the last two cuts for this, so this is down dead 15mm, and obviously it's 12.7 I've got to head to. So what I think I'm going to do is, it's currently sitting on the high speed range at 668, so I'm going to drop it to the low speed range but up it to 800. I think we're on 4 thou per revolution feed. That should do, and I'll start this going and then I'll add the pull the steady rest in once it's on in the cut. Let's turn it on. Let's put that down to 13.7. Take the speed up a little, another couple of hundred RPM to 1020. Give that a bit of a clean down. That's not too bad. Right, we can just take those down now to touch there. Take that in to touch there. Give these fingers a quick squirt of oil. Give this a quick squirt of oil. Now that's not liking that, is it? Let's take that back. Quite happy at 800, doesn't like 1000. That's not too bad. Let's ease those off a bit. Let's just run a bit of emery along there and tidy that up a little bit. Take this all the way out. Right, that's that bit done. Now I'll drop this one off and get it set up, ready to do the, I'll cut the end off of there, finish the end of the bolt head, and then set it up to do the screw cutting. I'll be back in a little while. Right, so I've just cut the excess off in the bandsaw. I'll just come across here and okay, that's that bit. Let's do a quick tool change. And we'll go to, not that one. This one. And go to that one, let's drop it down. .330. Okay, that's the head of that done. Turn this round. Let's give that a good chamfer on the end. Let's take the speed up on that. Right, well I'm going to right, let's try and remember. I'm going to set this up now to screw cut 1/2 inch Whitworth. So I'll set the tools up and get that all linked up and then come back when I'm about to cut it. Okay, all I'm going to do here, and I am cheating quite considerably, I've got, I'm going to need to look at that white balance, aren't I? Right, just mark this up. I've got a tip tool in here. I've gone through all my tip tools, and the one thing I don't have is anything below 16 TPI, and I need 12. So I've got a sharp pointed carbide tip here. It's not 55 degrees, it's not 60 degrees, it's actually a lot less than that, but it means I can go in and I can take the majority of it out with that, and then I'll run through with a tap to finish it off. So I'm not going all the way down to depth, I'm only going part way, and then I'll finish it off with a tap. So let's have a quick look. We are on I've just swapped this over. We're on 1B. 1B. So let's see if I can do a scratch pass. It'll help if I engage the lead screw. I think I will just look at bringing in my centre to make sure that that is supported. Right, that, yeah, 12. Okay, I'm going to run it slow. Missed it. Just going to have a quick check on here. 53 thou depth. That would be 100 thou feed in. Let's go back to 0. Switch that to that. So what do I want to go in? About 65, 70 thou? Yeah, 70,000. That's taken quite a lot out of that. I wonder if that will now take my 1/2 inch Whitworth die, but I'm not going to find that out yet because I'm going to have to go and fetch a child, I think. So let's try and get this set up ready to go when I get back. Well, you may notice the tool has changed somewhat. Having roughed out very roughly, I've now found a small high-speed steel bit that I ground up a number of years ago, and as I need one, why not? It doesn't often, it's not often that happens, but that's a real pain. The lead screw has got a dog clutch on the end, which just pushes over and locks into position on the drive, and it's just jumped out. So I now need to come along here, sort this out, and get this back in the right position again. Right, so I've locked it against the lead screw in screw cutting. Obviously the lathe is now stopped, so nothing's moving. I'm just using the compound slide just to make sure that this is dropping into the thread. And I put a little bit of pressure on the hand wheel, so I'm putting it back against the lead screw on the half nuts, so that would be in the same position as if it was engaged and running, because obviously you've got some backlash in the half nuts, so that should drop me straight back in again. Ah, don't do that to me. Get that in there. So at least I know that this fits in there, so that's fine. Yeah, so cut most of the way down with a single point tool and then finish it off with the die. That way I know it should be to size. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to run a fine file just along the crests there. Oh, what do we do that? About 206, I think. Good. Well, apart from else, I'm clearing the swarf up from the mill, one bit at a time, with my fingers. Right, let's see how we go with this. I've just changed the tip. I'll see how we're going. We're getting there most of the way down. This is not running as I want it to. Surprise, surprise. give this a bit of a clean down. I've just gone over it with some emery just to get it nice and smooth. And if I go over here to one of my cutters, and that will sit on there quite nicely, no real movement. Once it's trapped in, that will be nice and tight. So the last thing I need to do on this, last two things, I need to take it out of the spindle, put it in the chuck, and I'll turn it around the other way. I'll cock the chuck up and then cut the keyway in it for the drive key. The nut is already done, as you've seen. And that will go on quite happily by hand. And it's got the two faces on there to give purchase for the spanner. So that's that bit done. And the very last bit is to take this back to the lathe, set it up on the centre at one end, and all I'm going to do is run the chamfer cutter around the edge of this so that I haven't got two nice sharp edges on there. And then I can look to cut. Hey, it's not wobbling everywhere. Right, now I've seen what I've done here. Let's go and see what the children are up to. Okay, let's have another little check. Move that out of the way. Okay, that is giving me some movement, and it's 2/100ths of a mil. So that's a thou. So I've got a thou run out on that, which I think is about as good as I could actually hope for. It's actually better than I expected. So I now have an accurate arbor. I can now look to cutting the gears on my bevel gears. Hope you've enjoyed this visit to Dad's shed, and that you found what I've done in here interesting. It's amazing what you can actually do with a bit of thought, and I'm looking forward to getting it through and using this as soon as I get time out here, which probably won't be at 5 o'clock in the morning because it's a bit cold and the mill doesn't want to run up to speed. So, hope you enjoyed yourself. I look forward to seeing you the next edition of Dad's Shed, and hopefully I'll make something other than just more tools. Cheers guys.